Okay guys, just want to say a big thank you for all the great feedback I've been getting on my mini for Help with Heroes. And I've had quite a few questions about the base and everything, so I just thought I'd go through and answer a few of these questions and just do a quick talk about how I made the base and everything, as that seems to be the key thing people are interested in. So I'll just pop him onto his actual gaming base and get him out of the way, so we can have a look at the base. Again, a lot of people are asking about the water effects and how I did those. Really simple, really simple. This is Woodland Scenic's water effects. It's the heavy body one. It's really thick, and all I did is I basically we got a recess there in the base. I just went squirted a load in there, and then I squirted some in the pipe itself. And then just used a toothpick to coax some down and to coax a bit up until they're connected. Luckily the pipe is actually quite low, so it wasn't too hard. Once I got them connected, I left it 24 hours to dry, and then I just came back, put a bit more of the water effects on a palette, used a toothpick, and then just applied another coat of it over the top of the stream coming out of the pipe, just to thicken it up a bit, because it all dries clear, and you want that sort of distorted look. You're not looking for a completely crystal clear look, so just go over the top of it, thicken it up a bit, and just build it up slowly. Give it another 24 hours to dry. If you need a little bit more, just apply a little bit more. So it just took a couple of days to get that in. I did do some testing with it before I did the actual base, and that's one of the tests. And this actually has a little styrene rod in it, white rod, and I just applied the stuff to it, toothpick, just kept applying it to it, and it was fine. This has then been washed with coloured wash and everything, just to see how it takes colour and everything. And you can see it's quite flexible on that rod. I mean, unfortunately the rod is very visible, so it may work if you use some fishing line or something like that. I've not tried that yet. But if you're just doing a short distance, the stuff itself is thick enough to maintain a peak while drying. So you just build a little bit up from the bottom, a little bit from the top, leave them to dry. If they're not connected, just then come in between when it's dried the next day, put a bit more. Really easy, and that's all there is to it. If you guys want to see a video of it actually being done, I mean, I can shoot a video of it being done if that's what you want. But really, it is just that simple. The key thing is just the water effects. I mean, I can't really take any credit for how good that water looks. It's all down to that. All I did was use a stick to put it there. Another thing I get asked about the base is the tiling on the top. How did I do that? Yet again, it's just blatant cheating. I have a rather healthy stock of plastic art, and it's all patterned. So here, let's see if we can Look at this. Let's move that out of the way a bit. So if we can get this in focus. So there's sort of a random stone. So a few sheets of this. Some wood decking. Another set of paving. I'm going to use this on a base soon. And then that's the one I actually used. So you can see then that's just, it's patterned, and the stone effect is already on there. Now I got this from my local hobby store, local model store, and I've actually managed to find one of the packets. So it's a company called Wills who produce this stuff. It was about £3.50, £4 a packet, something like that. And you get 4 sheets, is it? In each pack. Yeah, 4 sheets in each pack. So yeah, it's not the cheapest stuff in the world, but it is very good quality. Yeah, like I say, that stone effect there is, yeah, it's nice and deep. The plastic card itself is reasonably thick, and it's just score and snap as well, which is really easy to use. So yeah, so I just took a piece, the rough size I needed. I then just with my craft knife cut out random bits around the edge to make it look more sort of naturally decayed, and then just use my Dremel to drill out a couple of the tiles, and then just use my craft knife and a file to smooth down the edges, and that was it really. Just glued it on, a bit of sand and shingle, the mix I usually use for my basing, and then just painted it the way I normally paint my bases. I've put a little bit of sort of a dead colour static grass in between the little gaps, just a little bit. Just adds a little slightly natural feel to it. So yeah, so that was that. Just really simple. The rest of the base is cork floor tiles. The normal cork floor tiles I use for everything. So it's just, you can see them there. They're just layered up. Just getting a little bit bigger. It's actually narrower at the bottom because when I started this, it was going to go on a 50mm base. A 40mm base, the normal Terminator base. But I wanted the pipe in it, and I wanted this paving effect on the top, and it became evident that there wasn't enough space to achieve this. So I expanded it onto a 60mm base, and said, right, it's just going to have a display base. So yes, that's just layered up, and just broke out a recess there for the pipe. Working on the base, you dig a trench for the pipe, and as this all gets blown away, that's slightly looser soil, and that falls away, or loose rock and what have you, and so that just reveals the pipe. Just a little decal of an Aquila on the side, just to make you aware that it's an Imperial installation. And then the pipe itself is just a plastic card styrene pipe from my local model store. So I just cut a piece off and drilled a little hole out with my pin vise and just super glued it in there. Same with these. These are little plastic card it's just like a little plastic card rod. So it looks a bit, gives that sort of cable and concrete sort of feel. And then the eye bars are just little eye bars from my local model store. So cut it out, put it through some hot water, bend it a bit, and yeah, that was about it. The rust effect on the paint job for those was just a base of my dark rust colour. This is the Hans Races one, and then I just sponged over the top a lighter rust colour, so like I do my battle damage, but a little bit more, just for the lighter rust, and then just did the edges with a bolt gun metal. The very bottom is more cork, just a piece of cork glued to the top. Use my Dremel to sand it round to match the base, and then just use my Dremel to drill out grind out the recess for the pool, and yeah, that was it. So yeah, so that's how I made the base, and that's about it. The colours I went for the actual Terminator, because I went for the more traditional Deathwing colours, were model colour, Vallejo model colour, buff, and pale sand for the highlight, and it's just got a wash of which one is it? It's the Griffon Sepia, the Griffon Sepia. So yeah, so it's just that, and thin layers of buff, and then thin layers of pale sand. The green is the usual green combination I use of deep green, model colour deep green, and light green. Yeah, and that was about it really. So yeah, so that's how he was made from beginning to end, pretty much. Hope that's answered all your guys' questions. If you have any more, just let me know, and I'll be happy to answer them. Actually, you can see here the base for one of the gaming bases. This is one of those sheets of plastic card I showed you earlier. There you go, you can see that pattern there. Just glued on top. Use my Dremel to sand it down to the side, so that it would be sort of level all the way across. And it's just sand and static grass. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope this helps you guys. And remember to rate, comment and subscribe. Thanks a lot, guys.